everyone, my name is Calvin. I'm 10 years old. Today I will share about why did the sun revolve around the earth. For thousands of years, humans believed in geocentric models. Geocentric models. Maybe it's a name for the scientists long ago or something. The idea that Earth is still at the center of the universe and everything including the sun, moon, and stars and other planets revolve around it. This makes sense to only observe the sky appear to move, not us. So long, like thousands of years ago, a lot of people think that the Earth is the center and all the other things move around. This makes sense because they see that we stood still. If the Earth does move around, we need to go spinning. But because of the gravity, so we don't spin. But the sun always moves. When the sun goes down, and then the moon goes up, and the moon goes down, the sun goes up, and so as the stars. So they think that the Earth is the center and it's the still, so other things will move around it. But if it moves around, it will only right at the center. So, why the Earth orbits the sun? Unknown. The ancient Greek philosopher like Ptolemy created complex models to predict planetary motion using this idea. It wasn't until the 16th century, that's a lot of years, people that believed that Earth stood still and sun, all the planets and the stars move around them. In 16th century, like 1600, that Nicholas Copernicus introduces the heliocentric model where Earth orbits the sun, a theory later confirmed by Galileo and Kepler through my telescope and math. So maybe Galileo see the telescope and see that the sun is still and other planets move around. So he thinks that we move around too. For math, I don't really know what does math do anyway. But for a moment, let's just keep the truth aside that the Earth go, other planets go around the sun. But we should explore the older belief of the sun revolving around the Earth. The Earth, what would happen then? First, we have to throw out much of modern physics. For the sun, 300,000 times heavier than Earth. So the Earth needs to have 300 times heavier than the sun. Not really. The sun just needs to go down 300,000 times and then the Earth go up 3,000 times. So that will be like that. Then Earth to orbit us, the law of gravity would need rewriting. Gravity tells us that objects are pulled toward another depending on their masses. Like this, if it doesn't have gravity, we would be flying. But because of having gravity, we can fly. Like birds need gravity. Birds aren't like us and have hollow bone. Inside our bone, there's still let's me run. I could just tell you, like, inside our bone, inside the bone, there's still the bone inside, but for the bird, it will only have the bird bone outside, like for watch or something. But inside it was hollow. It doesn't have anything, not like us, so it can fly, and also it have wings. We don't have wings. We have hands. So, rewriting. Gravity tells us that objects are pulled toward one another, like the gravity pull Earth toward Earth. Not really so much. If it much, maybe we are stomping on. If we do like this, maybe it will break a tower, building. If somehow the sun could orbit Earth, it would either require Earth to be incredibly massive. So Earth needs to have sun have a lot of masses, so Earth also needs that massive to become the sun. More massive than the sun itself for physics to act totally differently. Let's assume we magically gave her that kind of mass. What would life be like? A super heavy Earth would have extreme gravity, so crushing anything that tries to stand up. Human would be shorter because of the very large gravity, stronger and stockier just to survive the pull. Like this, when the Earth have extreme gravity, it will like this. We cannot get up. It will get up. Maybe we will get up more because we can still crawl somehow. We can still crawl. It will have a big gravity, but not really big, not making us crashing. Human would evolve to be shorter, so that's not really good because shorter wasn't something not always really good. And when like in a building, you have the elevator. Never mind. So and maybe it will only be 1 to 2 floors because if it's long, the gravity will crush it down. And birds might never fly again. It will be walking at us, so we don't need to be sad because we can't fly like birds. And trees couldn't grow any taller without collapsing under their own weight. Like the trees, it grows. Here, I have this one. Yep. This is a tree, right? It grew up, but because of the gravity, it will be like this. So now we have a gate. But because we don't really have gravity, the tree was really tall and like this. Because if it was the sun, it would be like this. The trees. And tall, collapsing under their own weight. Walking would feel like wading through syrup because we should have crawl and it really hurt our back. It would be a planet of cave dwellers and thick-boned creatures adapted to pressure and heat. That much gravity will also squeeze Earth's core, making volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Because it has a lot of mass, and if the volcano erupts, we will have to crawl really fast, like somehow a spider or ants when we catch them. Almost ants. I'm scared of spiders. So even if it's a small spider, I'm not really scared of that. But big spiders, no, never. Earth core making volcanic eruption and earthquake for more common. That would a lot of disaster, and then it will lose the centers. So I don't really want the Earth to be the center anymore. The surface might be a mix of molten lava, plains, and jagged mountain, or blue marble will look more like an air-hot hellscape. So I think we should just move to Mars. Mars, maybe it still have water though. Like area hot hellscape. Weather and season will change too. We won't have any weather anymore because if the Earth was when the Earth moved around, you can see that the top and the bottom wasn't warm because the sun doesn't really pull the warm into it. But when the Earth was in the middle, so the sun should be really small, so it could only be right in the middle. So other places would be really dark. It will only bright in the middle. So don't you think that it's not really good to have Earth to be the middle? So that is the end of today. What if the sun revolved around the Earth? Long ago, people think that the sun revolved around the Earth, but they don't really want them to be because we don't want to be crawling things or something like that. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.